up, everybody? We are back. CRB Live, episode 9. Holy shit, I can't believe we've already done 8 episodes. Tonight is our 9th episode. We are, of course, going to wait about a minute or so while some people hop on. Last week's episode with Real Deal was our highest viewed episode yet. We've got around 1,200 Facebook views and a bunch more. So thank you to everyone who tuned into that one. It's a great interview. Shout out to Real Deal. And if you missed it, you can definitely catch that online. It's still there. So go back and check that shit out. And without further ado, of course, my name is Prehistoric Papa Pre. This is CRB Live. And I got a co-host, Frenchie Fresh. Please come on down to the studio. Frenchie.
Hey, what's good?
Not much. How's Monday Night Raw looking?
I don't know. I'm not gonna fight with the online links there. You know, I'm just gonna wait till it's over.
Fair enough, Frenchie. Well, my first question for you: did you watch the Grey Cup? Sorry, the Super Bowl last night.
Yeah, man. The GOAT showed us why he's the GOAT.
7, right?
Hey, Ric Flair still has more than him, though.
That's true. That's true. And I have a feeling Tom will never reach 16, but that's okay. Yeah. No, it was good. I mean, the game was a little bit, it wasn't close. I mean, I won't front like a big football fan or anything.
There's the refs, and there's a lot of mistakes too. And let's be clear, one coach was out-coached by the other, and yeah.
The halftime show was pretty fucking sick. I gotta say.
Shout out Canada.
That was crazy. I'll be honest, like I wasn't a huge Weekend fan by any means. I obviously respect he's talented, but that performance was epic. So yeah, shout outs to him if he's watching CRB Live in his mansion. Yeah, but no, that's true, man. No, but Canada was represented well there. That got a lot of attention. It was a good show, and hey, I won a little bit of coin on the game, so that's not too bad.
Nice.
Yeah. Bought myself a Subway sandwich with the winnings. It wasn't great, but it was free. So there is that. But anyway, I digress. Time to talk a little battle rap. What's been on your radar this past week in the world of battle rap, Frenchie? What have you been watching?
I think I watched the obvious
title
match that came out. Probably the best title match that I've seen. One of the best. It's definitely in the top 3 if it's not the best. I saw Pat Stay versus Disaster live, and that was fucking great. So, and Shot on Pat Stay was pretty good too. So,
no doubt,
definitely up there with those. I think it's the best one. So, yeah.
Yeah, I tend to agree. I know we've talked about this battle a lot on the program, but it is now available for anyone to watch on King of the Dots YouTube channel. Check out.
However, that's not my battle of the week.
No. What is?
The one that's actually on the radar this week, outside of the obvious. I just want to name the obvious, right? It's Machete Trevy versus Johnny Knox on Smoked Out. So yeah. I didn't know much about Johnny Knox going in, so he surpassed my expectations, so that's good. And Trevy, I mean, Trevy's Trevy, man. He did what he does best, and which is show up and with 3 rounds, and yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna bring out Machete Trevy very shortly, actually, which I'm super stoked about. But yeah, that's a good pick for Battle of the Week. Shout out to Smoked Out Battles. That was a crazy event. That's the event that Pathogenic battled Chrome on. Yep. Wise Guy battled Scott Free. And then, of course, Trevy and Johnny Knox and a bunch of other dope battles. So, yeah, shout out to Smoked Out Battles. And you know what? Let's just bring out this guest for the week. He's got 17 battles to his name, over 80,000 views. His resume includes battles against such known artists as Pepe, Marv One, Red Flag, King Jables, Franchise, Lex Luger, Matt Hoffa, Chrome, and many more. So, and that's not even naming some of his earlier battles. So he's got a really strong resume. Like you said, he's our battle of the week and one of the top battlers in Canada right now. So Machete Trevy, come on down to the studio, man. There he is.
Yo,
How you doing, brother?
what's up, bro?
Oh, not much, man. Thanks
Good, man.
for taking the time, man.
Of course,
So,
brother. Anytime.
appreciate that, man. So you probably, I know you could hear us backstage talking about your latest battle in Smoked Out against Johnny Knox. How was it battling out in Thunder Bay and during, like, I'll call it the COVID era? What was that vibe like?
It was actually like it was like right before that second wave or what, like November, and I don't know. We flew out there. The air like secure. You go in, you get your temperature screened. You just take, you wear your mask the whole time. And out
Okay.
there, I think they had only got like 10 cases since the whole start of the pandemic. And then we're wearing masks, like it wasn't really a thing there. So I was kind of just like, oh, because I live at the epicenter of the fucking virus, like right downtown, So I was used to wearing a mask and all that. So I was just a bit like, it was cool, man, to get away from that shit and kind of just, go to an event that seemed normal. It almost seemed normal to me.
Oh, that's dope, man. Was that your first time on Smoked Out?
Yeah, that was my Smoked Out debut.
Okay. Yeah, it's a very dope battle. I was talking before. I wasn't too familiar with your opponent. I thought he hung in there, but as Frenchie was saying, you really you clearly took the battle seriously, which you always do, and had a killer performance. Were you happy with how your material came off for that, and did the crowd receive it well?
Yeah, I think the crowd was like it was a bit weird, like just the whole vibe of the event was strange. Thunder Bay is kind of like a random place, but no, it went way better than I thought it would. And like, I don't know, man, since the pandemic, I kind of just like switched into a different gear in life, and I feel like any battle I have now is kind of gonna be crazy, like it just I stepping into my shit, and I just felt a mid-round rebuttal in the second round, like on the ground, and like I turned it into a bar right away. Like I'm just, it's, I don't know, I felt comfortable, something I've lacked in the past.
Yeah, you look very comfortable now. I'll just press pause on that for a quick second. The video's been a little bit choppy in and out, at least on my end. Is it okay there, Jugga, or any technical work that can be done? I'll just mention that, or maybe it's just on my end, but I can hear you loud and clear. So I want to keep talking to you about that battle. So like mid-round rebuttal is pretty much the sign of like veteran status. Like a lot of people can drop a 2-bar rebuttal to start a round or even to finish a round, but to put a rebuttal in the middle of your round and then have to catch back up, like that's definitely veteran status. So I think that's definitely pretty impressive stuff, man. Now, that said, you've only been battling for 5 years. Is that right?
I think.
French, can you hear me now, brother?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now. The video's a little choppy. Jugga was saying, I think Trevy's video is choppy a bit. He sounds clear. Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear us?
Yo,
you hear me there?
My bad. Can you repeat the last question?
Yeah, of course, man. I was talking about the mid-round rebuttal, veteran status, but you've only been doing this 5 years. How have you managed? Like, tell us about your first battle to this Thunder Bay battle. Like, how have you covered such ground in such a short amount of time to become like pretty much one of the top guys in the country?
It's been 4 years now, I think. I want to say like 4 years in 2000, or no, maybe it has years. No, it was the end of 2016 I started battling, so it's been 4 years. I don't know, man. I started my first battle. I didn't know what to expect. I just showed up with what I thought was dope, and I didn't know anyone in the scene at all. And basically, they didn't know who I was. I showed up, crushed it. Like everyone was shocked. I made mad friends that night. I met Chrome that night. You know, we became good friends after. I went and traveled out of pocket, like going to events in Toronto and everywhere and meeting people, and then I would do my second, third battles, you know. So like I really gained like an inside look at the scene and kind of was like I put myself out there to, you know, just be cool and learn how everything worked and then put it to use, you know. And it's worked out for me where like my city's hungry for talent. Canada's hungry for talent. So if you have the ambition and the drive and you put in the work and you're dope, what's good and what's not good, I think anyone will get those opportunities, you know.
Fair enough. Now, you mentioned that that was the night you met Chrome, the first night you battled. Then 4 years later, you're battling Chrome for the DMS championship. Like one of your good friends, we had Chrome on the show a couple weeks ago, and he talked about it a bit. But what was that like for you, battling like one of your good homies in a battle that really meant something?
It was tough, man. It was really hard to write for that battle, because we have a certain respect for each other. We also had expectations from just for what it's supposed to be from the league. So there was like a fine line you have to walk, you know. And I don't know. I feel like we did good, man. I feel like it was classic. I feel like the people who were there didn't exactly get hype enough or like know what they were seeing, you know, as much as like if it was in a big event, it would have been crazy, you know. Like it was just,
well,
but
that's
it was
actually
dope. Like,
that was actually my next question. So you're right on it. Like, do you think that small room feel like hurt your chances? You both killed it, but like I feel like your material and his material would have hit a lot differently in a bigger room setting. Did that factor in, and did it throw you off at all in that battle?
It didn't throw me off because I got all my material out clean. But like, I don't know. It just like when you're rapping and you never get cut off, you're just like, you kind of start thinking like, oh, am I like not snapping right now, you know? But you know you're snapping, so but you just keep rapping, you know. But on the footage, I don't know, bro. It's just like when you're watching battles and you hear the reaction and you stop and think about what the bar was, you're like, okay, it was fire, you know. Like a lot of people need that, and when you're just rapping and no one cuts you off, like you miss a lot of shit, you know. So yeah. I don't know. Me personally, not like that for me, you know. Like I like to just watch the bars and I get every bar right away. So it was dope to me. I don't know, man. It's weird. It's how it turned out, you know.
No, it's a fire battle. It was one of our first battles of the week on CRB Live, but it was a judge battle, right? And you've done a few of those, but is the preparation different for a battle that's actually being judged compared to like a promo battle where you can just, you know, say you won no matter what? Is the prep different? Is it harder?
Yeah, well, that's another thing. Like that's another thing that made it even tougher, you know. Like on top of it being my boy and it being a title match, like of course, so it's judged now, you know. So yeah, to me, I care more when it's judged, bro, because it's a loss or a win, you know. And I haven't lost a judge battle.
That's right. That was your first, like, yeah, because like you won all your judge
I won all
battles.
my judge battles before that, so I was kind of just like, it mattered to me, you know, so it made me try a bit harder. But in the end, that was my downfall. I tried too hard.
Interesting. I think like that's a trend with the way battle rap is going, like getting back. It's funny how it comes full circle. Battles that used to always be judged, then we entered the promo era, and now we're coming back out on the other end and we're getting back into a judged area. And I think you hit the nail on the head. People try harder when it's judged. And maybe, sure, you might say that you tried too hard or whatever, but I do feel like it brought a certain hunger out of you, and it brings a hunger out of their battlers. So I'm happy to see judge battles come back. Are you? Sorry, go ahead.
I just want to add to what you're saying. Like if you look at my my battle against Johnny Knox, like I had so much more like I don't give a fuck attitude that made the battle more fire, like on my end, you know, to watch or whatever. So I just feel like when you try too hard, it kind of like, I don't know, bro. Like there's just like a fine line to figure out in there that I'm working, you know.
Yeah, there's a fine line. You want to try hard enough so the material is, you know, fire, but not so hard that it looks like you're trying that hard. So you're like walking that that fine line, like you said.
Exactly.
And I think you're like, if your last battle is any, you know, if we're judging off your last battle, you're heading in a direction that's going to be pretty fucking tough to beat, man. Very comfortable in the ring. So make sure you check that battle out on Smoked Out. You've also battled a lot of big names like on DMS. You battled like people that we mentioned before. Who's been your toughest opponent so far?
Math, I guess. It was like my battle, and I had to. That was probably the toughest ever.
Were you a fan of his before you battled him?
Yeah, he was actually like the first battle rapper I ever watched. You know, like back in the day, I watched him versus Iron Solomon. I think that was the first battle I ever seen, and then I like Cassidy versus Freeway and shit like that. And then I stopped watching battles for a while. But yeah, Math, like I've been known about him, you know, so it was just crazy to me that, and he doesn't really have that many small names either. So like I was just like, God damn, what's he gonna do, you know?
No doubt, like that must be crazy to like watch somebody for X amount of years and then all of a sudden snap your fingers and you're standing on stage in front of hundreds of people and he's coming to take your head off. That's
it was like
crazy,
a year
man.
after I started battling. It was a
yeah,
year
and
after
you
I
held your
started
own.
battling too. I was like brand new in the game.
No doubt. Well, like I said, you definitely held your own there. It was a dope battle. What do you think the biggest problem with battle rap is these days? Like I've heard you critique certain battlers in your own league, trying to come up, and like what is it that you think is lacking in battle rap, whether it be in DMS, CRB, or just on a broader scale, if anything?
I'll stick to like Canadian battle rap right now because the states seem to be doing just fine. But for the most part, I think a lot of guys like they just don't know what not to say. Like, there's a whole bunch of shit you can make bars about, but like you don't necessarily need to make a bar about that. You know, there's so much shit you could rap about that's dope, and a lot of guys just can't make the difference between bar is fire and which bar is not. You know, and some with a bunch of not fire bars with a couple fire bars sprinkled in, and it's like okay, whatever. But you need to trim that fat down, like rap shorter round if you need to. You know, just only say fire, and you'll see what happens.
Yeah, that's very interesting.
That's what
I think. Yeah, no, that makes a lot of sense. I think, like for me, like obviously I'm on both ends of the coin. Like I watch it a lot. I've battled enough, but the editing process is like, sure, you've got your round, but that doesn't mean once you've written your first round, that's how it's got to be. You got to go through that and, like you said, trim the fat and maybe run it by like a trustworthy person who can like tell you, you know what, man? No, I've heard 4 people say that this month, or that's stupid. You sound stupid. Don't say that. Like I feel like I feel you on that.
Yeah.
You know, 2-on-2 battles.
Run my bar. I actually don't. I don't show a lot of people my bars. But you just have to know, man. Like you just have to. Like you don't make a bar gummy bear. You know, like it's just not fire. You know.
Fair enough. I don't know.
Like,
I think
I can't explain it, bro.
No. I think you're spot
on. That's clear as day right there, bro. Like,
I wanted to talk about like 2-on-2 battles in general, because like a lot of people talk about you and Chrome, obviously as a great team, but and no shade whatsoever. You guys actually haven't had a 2-on-2 battle, but I personally think you would be a great team. But you were gonna battle, I think. You were gonna battle Clutch and somebody else. I forget who.
Clutch and why not, bro? The Cracker City.
That's right. That would have been crazy. That would have been great
on the two. And, dude, the material we had was insanity. Like it was our best, and it was like the way we did it back. I'm telling you, it would have been like some legendary. Whoever gets the first 2v2 clip, it's over. So someone just needs to hurry up and book it, because you're gonna be like, what the fuck happened? You know?
That's what's up.
Like we took the amount of material we had, the fire we had, we sprinkled. I saved my bars, he saved his bars, and like did for mad long. Like I remember using over bars from that battle 3 battles later because it was still fire. You know, like every bar, it was just every bar, and it was like intertwined and like no gay shit, like no like singing at the same time and like harmonizing and none of that like weird 2v2 you be seeing now, but just the way like intertwined and how it all rhymed. It was just nutty, bro. I'm telling you.
Well, I certainly would want to watch you guys compete, and who knows, maybe we'll make it. Who knows, maybe we could make something happen down the road. So I don't know if you've been tuning in. We'll make something happen. I don't know if you've been tuning in the past few weeks. We've been doing this thing called Rapid Fire, and I'm just gonna throw out a whole bunch of just random questions to you. Some of them battle rap related, some of them not so much. And just you say the first thing that pops to your head, and we'll go from there. But actually, Frenchie, are you good with that? Do you have anything loaded in the chamber? You good? All right.
Do the rapid fire, man.
All right, I'm gonna do the rapid fire. All right, I'm gonna do the rapid fire. All right, we already answered the first question. So, okay, what was the best line ever said against you so far?
Oof. Math third round. That's the first thing that I had, his whole third.
Okay, just the entire round was fire. All right, what's next for you? Like who
bro, do you shit about that? He did his research on me, bro.
I'm actually going to check that battle out again after because I haven't seen it in a few years. Do you have a battle booked right now? And if so, against who? I apologize for the
no, I have nothing
technology
booked,
there tonight, guys. Nothing booked. So you're available.
Everything's. Well, yeah, I'm available. I'm on a curfew. I can't leave my house past 8 there, but.
Touche.
But yeah, no.
Fair
if
play.
you guys want to have events in my living room, I'm with it, bro.
All right. Well, we might need a venue, so careful what you wish for. Now you live in Montreal, but I've heard that you don't like you're not French. You right? Is that? But do you speak French? Frenchie, does he speak French?
I'm English, man. And my family is pretty much English. There's some French people in my family. Growing up, I went to an English school from the West Island of Montreal, which actually like the only English community is.
Okay.
You go to the store and it's English, you know.
Okay. My next question is like we're about to have some of our next guests on the show come from like the French battle leagues across Quebec. Would you ever do a French battle? Would you ever consider doing that?
My French needs work for me to really be comfortable with that, but it would be funny. Like I think it'd be funny if I did it, but I never really put much to it just because I learned French in school, so I can't really. I'm not well enough to be who I want to be in battle rap, and I don't want to stain my.
You don't want to overextend. Okay, I like that. All right, and I always ask a couple of stupid questions, so here's one. Fair enough. Okay, who loves LeBron James more, Chrome or LeBron James's mother? Serious question.
Definitely Chrome.
Yeah, I thought
but that's not even a bad thing because LeBron will get.
No, I know. Absolutely, I'm just fucking around. Celine Dion or Whitney Houston? Not for smashing, for like musical talent.
Bro, you can't make me turn my back on the GOAT Celine. Bro.
There you go. I was wondering where you would land on that. All right. Who wins in a fight? Pepe or Caitlyn Jenner?
Bro, do you want me to die? I'll die if I'm. Who?
Pepe or Caitlyn Jenner in a fist fight? Who wins? Remember, she was an Olympian.
Caitlyn Jenner, 100%.
Yeah,
Caitlyn Jenner would beat up Pepe.
All right, that's the quote of the day. Okay, last two here. Who is the most overrated battle rapper in the world?
Me.
You're the most overrated. Okay.
Yeah,
that's
actually
kind of a cop out, man, but I'll let you have it. What about most underrated?
No, okay. I don't know. I'll give you a serious answer. Who do you think's overrated?
It's a tough question. I ask the tough questions here.
A few guys who have never said a bar ever. Let me think about it. There's a few guys who have never said one bar. Cody, one bar.
Okay. All right. And the last question. In 5 years, is Machete Trevy still battling?
We'll see, bro. We'll see what happens. I don't know. That's a crazy question. I hope so, man. I hope I still like it enough to go out there and do it.
All right, brother. Well, for the sake of all the fans, I hope you still are. I hope you're going to be booked and doing some more battles. We definitely want to get you on CRB, and we'll definitely get you back on CRB Live down the road. Machete Trevy, thank you so much for joining us, brother. And we'll talk to you soon. And man, make sure you don't break that curfew, man.
All right, bro. Ciao.
All right, peace, buddy.
Take care.
All right, so that was Machete Trevy. Dope interview. Frenchie Fresh has disappeared on me here, but there he is. Sorry about the choppy video footage there, guys. Hopefully you could hear the interview and hear the answers. But anyway, that was cool. What would you like to see next for Trevy there, Frenchie?
I'd like to see him battle on CRB.
All right.
There you go.
Well, I'll say this. I think
been trying. I mean, it's been discussed for a minute, so time will tell.
I hope to make that happen before the end of the year.
You heard it here first. It's gonna happen. No time frame, but it's gonna happen.
All right. Well, moving right along. So tonight we kind of have a theme. Of course, Machete Trevy is in Montreal, reps DMS, which is bilingual battle league. But we also
shout out DMS.
Shout out DMS. We've got another French battler coming on. Actually, two. We'll start with one. I want to bring down CZA right now. Come on down, brother. 07 battles in the house.
Legend from Gatineau.
What's good,
man?
Yo.
What up? Can you hear me?
Can hear you, man. Can you hear
Sweet. us? Yeah, I can hear you good.
All right, man. Well, first of all, thanks for coming on the show. Really appreciate your time. I don't know a lot about you, and I want to find a lot out right now. But just 07 battles. What is your role there? Are you the owner of 07 battles? Are you just running it, or on behind the scenes? What is your title with 07 battles?
07 battle. I created that league in Gatineau. Actually, it's been 10 years this year.
2011, yeah.
Exactly. So, so it was, it started from scratch, just me, coming out of another league that I created before that one. It was called Just Spit It. It was with another colleague. It kind of ended up very sloppy, and business went bad between us. So I just decided to go on my own and start 07 battles with help with rappers.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it's clearly been working out. There's a clear demand for battle rap in the French community. I mean, you personally though, we're gonna jump in and out like you do behind the scenes stuff, but you're also a battle rapper who has 32 battles, 361,000 views. And only one of those battles is in English. Is that right?
Yeah. I think one of my most recent one is in English. It's my debut at CRB.
Yes, against you did very well against one of our better guys, Troublelicious. That was not too long ago. So that's crazy, man. Now that's a lot of views. That's a lot of battles. So you're a veteran in this now. You and I have a lot in common in the sense that we battle and we also book battles. Like, what's the biggest challenge for you doing both?
Um, Actually finding the right amount of time to invest inside an actual battle and booking the battles. Like it's hard to like do the right balance. But I actually managed to figure out every time pretty well, and now I'm kind of a pro at this shit.
Do you have like a team
A team.
that
Yeah, I have.
helps you, or do you take mostly the load?
No, actually, for the booking, I have help for that, like
Okay,
the
that's good.
Scap,
So if you
like
do take a battle, you're able to like kind of.
oh yeah, and the
Okay.
guys from Word Up Battles in Montreal, they're very
Yeah.
we're very tight, like since the beginning. So they keep like always they always have a word in what we're booking and what we should not be booking.
Okay.
Like you're obviously a fan of battle rap in general, not just French battle rap. I see you post and comment on English battles as well. So like you're very well versed. What do you think is the biggest difference between English battle rap and French battle rap, like generically across the board? What do you see as the biggest differences?
Well, the amount of words just is just like you got so many words in French, I feel. And in English, I don't know, man. To me, like it feels like it's easier. I don't know. It just feels like it. But like if I want to see it another way, like it got so much creative now. Like people are fucking technicians. It's crazy nowadays, you know what I'm saying? Like it's not back
Yeah.
then when we us started. Now it's got to an whole other level, and I don't know, man. I just like the wordsmanship now more than before. And for me, like the biggest difference is just the amount of words. That's
Okay. Hey,
it.
fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting. I wanted to ask COVID-19. We don't talk about it a lot on the show because it's a fucking bummer, but it's definitely affected the battle rap world. How has it affected you guys? Have you still been putting out content or doing like any battles like when it wasn't at full shutdown mode, or have you guys been on a hiatus?
We've been on pause, really, because our main venue is now closed, or it doesn't like they can't do throw events anymore, just flat like that. So like right now, what we're doing is we're booking our 10th year anniversary event. So really, we're just gonna throw it out outside somewhere downtown Gatineau,
Fire.
and yeah, it's gonna be afternoon shit outside, film, small crowd if possible, and that's just what we're gonna do. Because really, like I would say, on the old Quebec scene, it's been quiet ever
Yeah,
since.
yeah, that makes
Yeah,
sense. But
just DMS. Shouts to DMS though. DMS been moving, and they just announced the tournament.
yeah, I saw that actually. Yeah, check that out.
Shout
Any
out,
battle.
shouts to them, big dogs. Yeah.
Absolutely, man. Yeah, we have a great relationship with DMS, and
Mhm.
something that's pretty cool is before we get into your upcoming battle, which I definitely want to talk about it, but I just want to kind of cross the T's and dot the I's here. Like,
Yeah.
would '07 battles ever like? There's not a lot of huge name French battlers, at least not that I know of. Would you guys ever consider bringing over like some top English speaking talent and have a crossover battle, or is that strictly like it's going to be French battles no matter what, and English battles will never happen on '07?
Well, yo, let me tell you this shit. It's funny, okay? Like, I never told that to nobody, but a few years ago, me and a few dogs, we were talking about starting a league in Ottawa, like
Damn.
around the same time that you guys came in. Like we were like, yo, there's no league in Ottawa, and that sucks actually because there should be one.
Mm.
And like Capital League came out of the hat too at that moment. And I was like, yo, they actually did it. That's crazy. And you guys took that name and made it Capital Rap Battle. And I was like, yo, like these guys have the credibility to do this shit, like, cause they're from Ottawa, it's legit. Like I didn't want to be that outside guy who was trying to fucking like eat off plates he doesn't like really deserve. You know what I'm saying? So I was like happy when you guys came in. That was a blessing, I feel, for Ottawa.
Well, I appreciate that, man. And yeah,
Yeah.
I think it was the right time, and like you said, we noticed the same thing. Like
Yeah,
there was nothing here, and there needed to be something here.
exactly. So big shout outs to you guys, man. I always give you props. When it comes to these MCs though, I don't give enough props because you know I hate them all. But yeah, to you get all the props, the host and shit, the league. Like you guys are working hard.
My man.
Yeah, bro.
All right, man. Well, I appreciate that, and I look forward. Like we've collaborated a little bit before at No Love 2. We had some battles, but I think there's going to be a lot more in the future. Now we've got a crazy battle book for No Love 3. Now it's going to be actually our first official 2-on-2 battle. We had one, but it doesn't really count. So it's our first official 2-on-2 battle.
Okay.
And so you're making history, and it'll be CZA and your partner the Scap against Dirty B and King D. Now we're going to bring your partner on momentarily, but before we do, did you know these opponents before we offered that battle, or did you just find out who they were when the battle was offered?
Oh no, we had no idea who they were. We had no idea. It's the first time we heard those names. We already started to write before because we really didn't give a fuck who he was.
Okay. Well, you know what, man? I think it's time. Like, I want to talk about that battle. I want to bring on your tag team partner, the Scap, right now.
Bring him out
and see how he's feeling about this battle, because I know he's got a lot to say. So, the Scap, how you doing?
Hey, you hear me?
I can hear you.
Yes. Well, man, I'm a bit sad for Queen fucking D and the other guy, man. Poor fucking guys. Because you're you're at CRB. I think your top tiers have a nice level. Like they're okay competition. That I mean, I'd be proud to beat them as I might. But these guys, I feel it's because they couldn't find, like, you couldn't find like two top tiers to team up, and also those two guys are dead, man. Fuck, they don't deserve what's.
Now this is both of your.
Facts.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but this is both of your second. This is only your second battle in English, right?
Yes,
right.
Yes, and I feel it's a crossroad because I might do many more if I want to. Like, you should probably, because it's weird. It's a different dynamic. Like, when I went battle to other leagues like Word Up, they had so many eyes on it. Like, the crowd was there for me to take, and that's what I did. First battle, I was MC of the night. And second battle, I was co-main event. Third battle, I was the main event. And but now I feel like there's not enough attention, and I feel I must try to bring it to CRB. You have questions, or?
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure. I didn't interrupt you, brother. So yeah. I'm glad that sentence is finished, and I can move to the next question. Definitely. Now you battled Troublicious on, I think it was 2 weeks' notice or something like that, or your original opponent backed out, and you ended up battling Troublicious.
I think it was less than 2 weeks or something, but
maybe 1 week. I know it was a short notice battle.
Yeah.
Well, how was that experience for you, and how was that received by your many fans across the world, debuting in English and making such a legendary debut?
Yeah, well, I mean, I sure as hell felt very nice about it. It was so fun to be in front of a new crowd. Like, yeah, I think one or both of y'all are wrestling fans, I feel like when in the old days some wrestler would come in a new territory and people don't know him. It's like it's know him. It's like I got a second crack at me. These people don't know who I am, and by the time they find out, some of them I will have my foot deep into their asses. So
Holy shit!
man, I mean.
Oh,
Because
love it.
I mean, I feel a bit of pressure because I feel I might be the guy to make fucking CRB blow up because I think I'm more interesting than even those who I mean they certainly they're certainly like my English is limited, but my mind is not, and I feel. I feel I might be the fucking guy that you want in the main event at my third battle or something, and whatever you. I mean I'm when it comes to the top ballers. I mean I don't see. I mean I think they're good, but I don't see none that I can beat. I certainly would have. I feel I will surely beat them in French. In English, it's hard because I don't speak it, but I feel I can manage. It's a nice challenge.
Well, we appreciate you taking the challenge, man. And is this your first 2-on-2 battle?
Yes. Well, unless you count like freestyle battles, and even
I don't.
freestyle, I don't think I've battled with C's. Did I?
No, it's the first time we battled together as a team.
So as a team, then I mean, you gotta have a chemistry with your partner, right? Like you gotta feed off each other. So we're gonna play a little game now and see how well you guys actually know each other. All right, it's called how well do you know your partner? So I'm gonna ask a couple of questions. And then CZA, you can answer first, and then Scap, you answer second. All right, and we'll see how well if he was right or not. Are you cool with that?
Sure, let's go.
Yeah, go.
All right. First question. All right. Who is your partner's favorite battle rapper?
I'll answer first, or
Yeah, you're
okay.
first.
His favorite English battle rapper is Disaster.
Is he right?
English battle. Yeah. Well, it's either that or Allo the Dawn. They switch from days to days.
Yeah, that's what's up.
But that English one, I guess overall, because you said English, and I was going to say Freddy, but it's Freddy Gruesome. But since if it's English ballers, maybe to you is it Disaster?
Actually, me, yeah.
All right.
Okay. All right. So you guys were pretty good there. I think that was pretty good. All right. Chinese food or pizza?
What's the first option?
Chinese food or pizza? He's going first.
Chinese. You would go for Chinese food.
Is he right?
Yeah. Well, I think the right answer is yes. Like I might go for pizza because it's cheaper, but I mean if it's the same price, I go with Chinese food.
Okay, all right, we're learning a lot here.
Legit
answer.
I must say pizza, but I really don't know.
Is it pizza, CZA?
Yeah.
All right, couple more of these guys. All right, favorite wrestler?
Oh shit! I'm not sure he has
question.
a favorite wrestler. Do you even like wrestling?
He's gonna have to for this question, but you go first with
it
him.
must be if you liked wrestling, it was
Craig.
back in the day. So your favorite was Stone Cold Steve Austin.
All right, he went first.
No, it was Bret Hart. But
the Hitman.
I should have known. I should have known.
Bret Hart, yo, what the fuck? And
man.
for you,
That's
it was
Bret's
for
good,
you.
Bret.
I would say fucking Ric Flair.
Woo! No, that
of
would be probably like. I mean, there's been era like. I was growing up, it was The Rock, but now it'd probably be CM Punk.
Hopefully, you didn't watch his UFC fights.
Yeah,
that was rough. But anyway, he's a great wrestler. Whose English is better? If you were being honest, who speaks English better?
I think I speak it better. He writes it better.
Okay. Would
Well,
you agree with that?
Yeah, well, I wouldn't have put words on it, but I immediately thought that I was better at certain aspect and he was better at others.
Okay. Now, I just want to give a little context to this next question because it might sound weird for those who haven't seen your battle with Troublelicious, but you were very braggadocious in that battle about all the English girls that you have slept with and you have stolen from my English comrades over here. So I'm curious, how many English ladies have you gone to bed with? But don't answer. I want him to guess the number, and let's see if it's right. How many have you taken down?
The Scap?
Ballpark. Yeah.
Well, can you even count?
Okay, so we're talking a serious number.
Yeah, it's insane.
Okay. Jeez.
Yeah.
So
pretty much everywhere we go.
So basically, battle rap.
I mean, you know, not to go into any details. It depends what you count as sex too.
We don't have to go into too much detail.
But I mean, but that's a real problem. That's going to, because you know, with COVID at a certain point, I mean, I have to let these guys take care of their girlfriends. But fuck, man, this. I mean, at the same time, I feel bad for the girls sleeping with some of those. So I gotta, and then.
We're gonna that's a good answer. No, and we're gonna bring it home here. We're gonna bring it home. I got a couple more, and we're gonna wrap it. But hopefully, you've been wrapping it. But that being said, Rock Voisine or Bruce Springsteen?
Whoa, Rock Voisine.
Rock Voisine.
Oh, man. Well, I don't listen to a lot of Bruce Springsteen, but I gotta believe it's better than Rock Voisine by far. By far, I'm sure. Because like Bruce Springsteen, I think was one of my father's favorite singer. Maybe his favorite, but I never listened to him a lot. But the little bit I did, it was pretty good.
Okay.
Rock Voisine, it kind of sucks. Yeah.
What if you were? That's a good answer. If you were to guess what Dirty B does for a living, what would your guess be?
Well, we don't have to guess, but
I don't think I have to guess. I feel I heard he works. What was it? Yeah, well, I think he's something with cars, or perhaps I don't know. But we really, I mean, I watched like one round of each, and you know, I mean, there's so many English battle, and they're so long. There's a fucking disaster battle I haven't seen. There's fucking Smack URL. I haven't seen most thing. I barely have time to watch battle anymore. So I felt I wasn't going to watch the whole fucking Dirty B and.
All right. Anyway, the last question: March 13th, No Love 3, the Scap CZA versus Dirty B and King D.
Yeah.
What can we expect? What can the fans expect from you as a team? Just break it down for us. What goes down March 13th? CZA first, and then the Scap to follow.
Yeah, man, we're coming for a bag, bro. We don't care. Like I said in the start, like we were not really like having any like big expectations for as far as it goes for names. So we're like, yo, like just throw us somebody and we'll snap. So that's what's gonna happen.
Cool. The Scap?
Yeah, when you know, it's gonna be pretty dope. Like I hope there's gonna be as much as a crowd as possible, especially a few ladies. You know, I love women myself, and I think the crowd is better. I always
maybe
lines.
You can take Dirty B's girlfriend. He brings her sometimes. So.
Oh well, you know, I mean. Not to go into details, but
Frenchie did that.
But I think in the long run it's gonna be hard for them that night seeing like. But I mean, maybe it's gonna because there's no crowd. They're not gonna see how much. But if there was a crowd, it would be screaming for like every one of our punches, and it will like be obvious how much we body them. But without crowds on camera, maybe it's gonna be better for their feelings. And in the long run, they're gonna just be glad they were part of it because it's gonna be historical content. and I hope we can bring the people to watch it. But whether they do or they don't, the content will be great, and we will give a show and show them what great battle rap is.
I love it, man. Well, no matter what, depending on where we're at, I hope to have fans there. We'll play that by ear, but we will for sure be live streaming it right there, so you can share that with all of your 07 followers and all.
Oh yeah, man, we'll share it for sure. We'll get the fans over there and watching it, because that's all of our fans already. So that's
And
it's a nice connection
I'm gonna
there.
teach a lot of CRB people as I fucking fuck them deep in their asshole. I'm gonna teach them like that. You need flavor in this shit. You can't just be bland and be unique. I bring the flavor, and I'm gonna bring to that. Maybe I don't want to make promise, but if I am motivated, maybe if I can stay, because I got a lot of things going on in my life, like job wise and other. And but if I can keep motivated and come back and do a lot of English battle, I mean, I think we can take this thing further than it's been, because I've got flavor enough for the whole league. And what I noticed is once you start like killing these guys with flavor, they sort of see what you do and they get better. They get the like beating. It's like it's like saying like we beating them, make them better. So for their own good, we're gonna beat all those fucking MCs and until they realize that I matter more than even the belt and shit. So
okay, talk your shit, bro. I can't wait for this battle. I appreciate you guys coming on the show. Definitely will do it again. March 13th, No Love 3, our first ever 2-on-2 match, 07 battles. CZA, Scap, possibly.
Maybe one last thing, if I may.
You may.
Because I focus a bit on myself, but CZA, this guy is very good, and he's the hardest fucking working dude in battle rap, and he's a top tier anywhere. Well, I mean, I don't know if you put in Smack URL right now, like he might be middle tier or something. But
I'm coming, the Crucibles, man.
Yo, but I mean,
stranger things have happened.
But I mean, he's another guy that if he's motivated to come back to CRB, man, is like he would like probably be the best in the league. Or I mean, I don't want to talk too much shit and make people help me. But I mean, we got there for a reason.
Not at all, bro.
Like some of them, they don't know this feeling of like word of battles was
bro, and like I saw like King D saying like some shit like he doesn't have a 1K battle view like yet. So I was like, oh shit, that's some real shit for some people. That's some shit you got to deal with. And not 1K battle. I was like, bro, like it's gonna happen to him. Like he's probably gonna be happy about that.
Yeah,
Scap did 1 round and had 1.2K. I don't know, something like that. 1 round, so it's gonna happen, bro.
It's sad because
his dream's gonna come true.
Deserve like a fucking 10K or something, but whatever. It's gonna get what it's gonna get, and
all right,
we focus on growing too. So let's go.
Well, we'll find out March 13th if Dirty B and King D can actually hang with these legends. We'll find out how many people are fucked in the ass. We'll find out a whole lot of crazy stuff that night. Bro. It's going to be really crazy stuff. So anyway, I appreciate you guys coming on. Thank you very much. And we'll definitely talk soon. Shout out to 07 Battles. Shout out to everyone putting on for battle rap.
As long as you don't take my girlfriend, I'm good, man. No
CRB, bro.
Peace, guys. Thanks.
Peace. CRB all day.
Peace, boys. And then there was 2. Frenchie.
Yes, sir.
Well, I got to say, that was one of our more interesting episodes.
Yeah.
Yeah. March 13th can't come soon enough, man. I can't wait for the shit. I'm so hyped. I'm so sick of being at home. I'm so ready to go to a battle rap event. I can't wait to connect with you people. Make sure you check out capitalrapbattles.ca. Support the league, buy some merch, and just look fresh as fuck. Right, Jugga?
Yeah,
Yeah,
buy
man.
some merch. You know, the wonderful merch that Jugga's wearing. I'm big fail for me today. No merch.
I think we should always bring Jug in at the end. He doesn't get
Yeah.
enough. You should always come in and shut the show down with us, man.
Yeah, like the word of the day,
now.
you know.
That's-
I just impromptu. I had to jump in, you know. But yo, you can mix and match. You know, there's no right or wrong way to rock your CRB gear. As long as you got it on, you'll be fresh. You know what I'm saying? So you can rock.
even put your hat on backwards.
Hey,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, that was a dope episode, and actually, I'm really looking forward to having the 07 Battle Leagues guys back in CRB, man. They bring another kind of energy to it. It's a good thing, and it'll unify the whole, you know, Ottawa Gatineau thing. You know what I'm saying? I think it's dope, so I'm looking forward to that.
I agree, and I think that as much shit as they're talking, they're actually really good. So, like, if they come in their second language and fucking put on a clinic and smoke these guys, I'm not saying that's going to happen, but if they do that, then they're
I don't
going
know.
to.
I think the Fall Boys have something to say about that.
Okay,
Let's
we'll
hope so.
We'll have to bring the Falls boys back out here to talk their shit too. But
Yeah.
yo, for real though, like I've been trying to learn French on and off for years. You know, like I didn't necessarily grow up in Ottawa, and in other parts of Ontario, there ain't as much French. You know what I mean?
I know it's too late because you guys are married, but the trick is you get a French girlfriend. But it's too late now, you know. But
It's too late. But there are more words in French.
there are other options. There are other options.
What if I told you mine actually is French and I still can't speak?
Jeez, free.
What if I told you that? Anyway, yeah, that was a fun episode. I feel bad. I don't think the connection was great on the video with Trevy, but the conversation was
still
dope.
The answer still got out and everything. So yeah,
he's a real one and definitely a huge fan of his work. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that interview and with the 07 guys. Next week, I can tell you two of the guests that are going to be on. It's another No Love 3 matchup. We're going to have them on, and we'll have some other guests too, but we will have Xavier on the show, who is just coming off of his Battle of the Year, and Samson coming on, and those guys are going to be battling on March 13th. So we'll have them next week and some other guests that we're working on. So as always, thank you guys for tuning in. Jugga, Frenchie, thank you for being real ones and continuing to move this movement forward. Move this movement like that. Anyway, much love, guys. Thank you. And we'll see you guys next week.
yeah.
I like to move it, move it.
When we can afford the software, that'll be our theme song.
Yeah.